My wife asked why I wasn't fighting for our marriage anymore. Should I tell her? After 3 months of her girls' nights turning into therapy sessions about how marriage was just a trap, I was done fighting. She'd come home at 2 a.m., reeking of wine, telling me about her divorced friends' authentic lives, how they were finally free and living their truth. Last week, she said, maybe I should have listened when they warned me about settling down, so I stopped trying. Yesterday, she noticed. You're not fighting for us anymore. If you really loved me, you'd want to fix this. I looked at her calmly. You want me to fight for our marriage? Yes, obviously. Okay. I pulled out my phone and called her best friend Janet, the twice-divorced one who'd been coaching her. Hey Janet, it's James. Quick question. Do you think my wife should stay married to someone she regrets being with? My wife's face went white. That's what I thought. Thanks for the honest advice. I hung up and looked at my wife. Janet says you should definitely leave me. Congratulations. Your advisor just made the decision for you. She started crying. That's not what I wanted. Funny, because 3 months ago you said Janet's advice was the best thing that ever happened to you. But I wasn't done. I called Crystal next, the one who spends weekends bar hopping, crying about how all men are trash. Crystal, hey, my wife's been telling me about your amazing single life. Should she join you? Live that authentic truth you guys talk about? Through the phone, Crystal's voice got quiet. Well, I mean, maybe you two should work it out. Work it out? But you told her marriage was a prison last Tuesday. At least that's what she came home saying. I put the phone on speaker so my wife could hear Crystal backpedaling. I was just venting about my own situation. I didn't mean, oh, so when you said dump his ass and live for yourself, you were just venting? Silence. Then I called Debbie, the twice-divorced one living with her parents at 35. Debbie, great news! My wife's finally ready to take your advice about leaving me. When can she move in with you and your mom? Move in? There's not really room here. But you said independence was worth any sacrifice? My wife was pale, watching her support system crumble in real time. After I hung up, she whispered, they were just trying to help. Help? Debbie's eating cereal for dinner because she can't afford groceries. Crystal hasn't had a second date in 2 years. Janet's on antidepressants because she's so lonely. You don't understand their situations. I understand perfectly. 3 miserable women convinced you to throw away a good marriage so you could be miserable with them. She sat down hard. But they said I deserved better. Better than what? A faithful husband who works 2 jobs so you can go to yoga class? Better than someone who's never lied to you or cheated? The silence stretched. They said marriage kills your soul. Whose soul got killed? Mine. Listening to you repeat their poison every night? Or yours because you let strangers reprogram you? She started crying again. I don't know what I want anymore. I do. You want their approval more than my love. You got it. The irony? Her friends are now panicking, realizing they pushed too hard. Janet called later, begging me not to divorce her because she didn't really mean it. Crystal sent flowers with a card. We were just having girl talk. Debbie showed up at our door, crying about how sorry she was. Turns out they wanted to live vicariously through her drama, not actually destroy her marriage. They wanted her to flirt with freedom, not actually choose it. Too late. The papers are filed. She's getting exactly what they convinced her she wanted. And now they're stuck watching their project fall apart, knowing they pushed their friend off a cliff just to see if she'd fly. She didn't. She's crashing, and I'm not catching her this time. Yesterday, she asked if we could take a break from the divorce proceedings, just until I figure things out. I showed her the apartment listings I'd bookmarked for her, all in Janet's neighborhood, all way above her budget. Your girls can help with rent, right? Since they're so invested in your freedom? She stared at the prices. Studio apartments for $2,800, 1 bedrooms for $3,500. I can't afford any of these. That's weird. Janet said money wasn't important when you're living your truth. Her phone buzzed. Text from Crystal. Can you cover drinks tonight? I'm broke until payday. Another buzz. Debbie. Mom says I need to find my own place by Christmas. Then Janet. My ex stopped paying alimony. Know any good lawyers? My wife looked at her phone, then at me. They're all struggling. No kidding. Almost like their advice came from desperation, not wisdom. She put her head in her hands. What have I done? You chose your sisterhood. Enjoy the membership fees. The moving truck comes tomorrow.